Hey everyone, Charlie here from Wonderland Nerds. I wanted to give you guys a quick guide on the food that can be found in infinite mode. So, the maps, I had to break it all down. There's 29 full hills around the map, 31 free block hills around the map, 14 6 block hills. You can see the maps on the screen, obviously you can look at that at your own. Okay, overall that means every 3 to 4 hours in-game is 12 blocks of health, half an in-game day is 36 blocks of health, a full day in-game is 72 blocks, and obviously 7 days in-game is 504 blocks. Altogether, with just the food around the mall, there are 525 blocks of health, which is enough without fighting any psychopaths or survivors to find and survive the 7 days. So to begin with, in infinite mode, obviously when you start up, you're going to start up on the rooftop. Well, you'll actually start off in the security room. Make your way out to the rooftop. There are 2 cabbages there that will heal you for 3 blocks of health if you've got all the health books.
Jeez.
Make your way into the warehouse. You'll be able to find 2 squashes there that both heal 3 blocks of health as well. Make sure you do collect all the food books first before you gather up any of the food. It's highly recommended that you get those first. You will find survivors scattered around the map as well. Move on to Paradise Plaza. Wearing Kids' Choice clothing, you'll have the orange juice, which will give you a full heal. Up to Colombian Roast Masters in Paradise Plaza, where there's 2 more orange juice and 2 pies, which also heal you for 3 blocks of health. So there's a good place in Paradise Plaza if you want to kind of stock all food together in one location, go and gather it all up. Jill's Sandwiches, there's 2 baguettes and an orange juice. Again, orange juice heals for 4 and the baguette heals for 2. All the details are on screen, so if you do need to kind of pause and go back, you can check that out. Moving over to Colby's Movieland Cinema, the concession stand. If you go behind it, you'll find a coffee creamer and 2 snacks. Obviously, these are quite handy. Again, this is a brilliant place to come and hide out and kind of block and drop all your food here because the zombies can't get over the concession stand itself. In the cinema screen 2, just up on the stage itself, you'll find a coffee creamer and a pie. Over in cinema screen 3, you'll find a baguette and the coffee creamer. The baguette heals for 3 and the coffee creamer again heals for 4 if you have all the books. Cinema screen 5, you have a 1 cabbage, which is on the screen behind the mannequin. Don't get confused and nearly attack the mannequin like I did. Moving on to Entrance Plaza. Okay, in Raphael's shoes, there is a grapefruit. Probably one of the only ones that heals 6 blocks of health, like when you've got them all. Grandma's Kids have got a snack in there that's on the chair, near where you find Jolie, who is one of the survivors. On the main floor area, where you obviously begin the game and you go and collect your stuff to go and block the area, you will find an orange juice in there. In Kicks for Her, again still all in Entrance Plaza, there is an orange juice at the back of the shop. In Entrance Plaza, where you find Bill, you'll find an apple and yogurt. Both of these heal for 6 blocks of health. Highly recommend, again, gathering up all this food and waiting it out or fast forwarding time where you can with the food that you've gathered. I wouldn't say eat it all, I'm just showing you guys as an example where it is. In Emerald, you've got another orange juice. And in Woman's Lib, you've got the snack at the back of the shop that heals for 3 blocks of health as well. After this, make your way to the Fresca Plaza, where you've got the hamburger fiefdom, which has 3 orange juices. I would suggest taking all of this food to Flexing Gym and hiding out there because there is enough food here to last out a good day and a half. Okay, plenty of food to keep you going, and if you've gathered food from other areas as well, you'll definitely be able to stay here a while. Colombian Roast Masters, just opposite, you'll find a milk and 3 pies, which again will obviously fully heal you, as well as obviously gathering up 3 blocks for each of the pies. Obviously quite a handy place to get. There's also a milk in here as well. Again, it's a full heal. You can't let it go. Riverfield Jewelry, where you have the Woman's Lament. You will have cookies in there, which you guys can grab and take with you. Again, go and store them in Flexing. As you make your way into Flexing, you'll find a milk in there just at the back near the gym equipment. And if you go across to the hardware store as well, I wouldn't recommend jumping through the windows because security, like guards and the occultists, everyone can wander in there. Always use the door. I was only doing that as an example. In the actual, in the hardware store, there's more food in there as well. As you do play through, you will find random psychopaths and survivors that will potentially drop food. It's not guaranteed. However, be on the lookout for the boxes that are dropped around the map. You might find books in them. For example, there's one up here that obviously helps with the heavy machine gun that delivers more. It helps basically do more damage, which is always a handy one. Where you find Gil in the food court, at Chris's Fine Foods, there are 4 wines. Again, a great area. I would highly recommend if you can gather the food here. Wait it out for a little bit before you obviously move on. There's nowhere to fast forward time in here, however. So you will need to kind of wait for a little bit for your life to go down. Eat the smaller foods first and then take the bigger foods on with you. Don't eat the bigger foods first because you'll be waiting even longer than you have to. And it means that you'll be stuck in food court with the potential bug where the game will crash. So be very, very careful. It still exists even in this Deluxe Edition Remaster. In Central Tacos, there's 2 corns, which heal up to 3. And then just across from that, in That's a Spicy Meatball, you'll find 2 zucchini, which heal for 3 blocks of health as well. Moving on to Wonderland Plaza. Okay, there in Wonder Jewels, you've got the food in there, and in the on top of the beautification chaos, you've got the grapefruit. Again, one of the very rare items that doesn't really show up in Infinite Mode. In the Lens Zen, you've got an apple, heals for 6 blocks of health. Quite handy to have the 6 blocks of health ones. They don't often show up. Where you fight Joe in the lovely fashion house, there's a snack and a yogurt. The snack is hidden in the kind of changing room area, so make sure you grab that one. Heading over to North Plaza now, in the CD Crazy shop, you'll find a milk, which is a full heal. Okay, so make sure to grab that one, a very important one. Across from that, you'll see the abandoned store, where you obviously have to rescue the survivor who need to offer him a shoulder. There's a coffee creamer and a melon in there, 2 very good items that you will need. And in the empty store where you help Isabella, or you meet Isabella, and then the zombie attacks her and yada yada yada, there are 2 wines which are very important. I would highly recommend gathering all these items and making your way over to Chris Lips if you want to stay there. There is the toilets area in North Plaza as well that you can stay in to fast forward time, so you could always gather all your food up and move over to there. From there, I would suggest moving on to Leisure Park. This isn't a defined route, but it's a route that I've always found has helped. Okay, in there you have free cookies. Most of this food is all by the benches area. There's a snack, and if you look up into the trees, you will need a gun for this. There are certain trees that contain apples. You can shoot them. You can't hit the trees. It doesn't work. You have to shoot the tree or shoot the apple from the tree. The apple will drop down and enable you to pick it up. Obviously, there are 3 apples. They don't always spawn. Sometimes there's only 2. Sometimes there's only 1. So there's something you need to keep an eye out on. After that, move into the maintenance tunnels, at which point we're going to go to the maintenance tunnel warehouse where we get the maintenance tunnel key. In here, you guys will find a milk carton, which again is obviously a full heal. Very important items. These are the ones that we mostly need to get the full heals. They'll keep us going for a lot longer. Over to the meat processors area where you fight Larry are 2 milks. There's 1 on the bench just as you walk in front of you and 1 further to the left. Obviously, don't drink these items straight away. I'm just showing you where they are. Okay, I don't want to see people going, oh my god, I just ate all the items and I didn't last 7 days. Yeah, okay, obviously. Just be very wary not to eat them until you actually need to. Full heals, wait until literally the last moment and then obviously eat them. In Fresca Plaza, just below it actually in the maintenance tunnels, you can go into the maintenance tunnel area and then go down to where the bombs are that you do for the bomb collector mission. Down there's only 2 of these locations that contain food. It's the one in Fresca Plaza and it's the one in Wonderland Plaza. You can make the choice to get them when you're in those areas, or you can wait till a little bit later and then get them as and when you actually need them. It's purely up to you guys. I'm kind of just showing you where they are. So if you do need a guide, these are all going to be time-stamped and they're all going to be available, so you can just click, okay, I'm in Entrance Plaza, I'm going to click on Entrance Plaza and I know where the food is. I hope this helps you guys out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.